Hi, thanks for joining. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and today I want to show you how to make this pretty card. Thought you could use some sunny thoughts today. I love that sentiment, and I have these beautiful sunflowers, and we're going to play with the new Soft Pastels Assortment. These were around a long time ago with Stampin' Up, and they came out with them, and it's a little bit out of my wheelhouse. I'm not very artsy craftsy. So I just thought they were so pretty just looking at them. Aren't they pretty? And the box has the colors that they come in. Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and Poppy Parade. And when you use them, I mean, this is Poppy Parade, and it looks, they're more subtle, I think, than some of the colors are that you're familiar with. So I'm using the Celebrate Sunflowers, and then I have the Sunny Sentiments, and again, I love that sentiment. So let's get started. I am going to use a piece of paper because I'm going to get a little messy here, and I have my card base is Early Espresso, and then I'm using Very Vanilla. So that's my inside layer, and it's pretty easy card actually. I'm using soft suede, and I will stamp this very large sunflower, and I'm going to just stamp it on the corner and just ink it up nice. And I've seen some people use these pastels with Versamark, and it comes out really nice. This stamp, I don't know if you can see it, but it has some parts that are kind of, they're moving that way. They're bent a little that way. That's my key for this stamp, to line up things. So I'm going to make sure those are on the top. See how they're just bent a little bit? That's just something that makes it easier for me when I'm trying to line something up. And I'll show you what I'm going to line up in a second. So I want to mask this off, and I have a pad of this Post-it note, because this is too big for my normal square size Post-it note. So this would be too big for this. So I found this, and see how you want to line these up. So if you pay attention to where you want to line them up, and the reason I'm doing this is I want to have some leaves coming out and some other sunflowers, and so they don't overlap. So whatever you want to be forward, you stamp first, and then you mask it off and stamp the other pieces. So I want to stamp the leaves, and I could have done it in the brown because these little ones have the leaves attached and they're in brown, but I kind of like it in the green. So I am using, where is my Evening Evergreen? And I just want to stamp a couple of leaves. These things are everywhere, my little dimensionals. So I want to stamp a leaf here and a leaf here. And before I remove that, I want to also stamp the smaller sunflower. So I'm going to ink that up with the soft suede, and I'm going to overlap. And then you'll see when I pick this up that the leaves are coming out and the sunflower is a little bit next to it. I also, I'm looking for it, I also masked this because I want to do another sunflower. So let's get this one again, and I'll have it coming up here. Okay, so there is a little bit of a gap with the masking, but I'm going to fill it in with the chalk, so it's okay. Let me just pick this up here. All right, so we have our stamping done, and actually let's do the inside so we can finish and put the ink away. So on the inside, I didn't put a sentiment, I just have the big sunflower. You can do the big or the small sunflowers. And this one, it doesn't matter which direction. It's just when you ink it up or when you stamp it and you want to line up even the die, you want to make sure you have a good idea, and I'll show you the die so you can see what I'm talking about. So when you try to line, if you were to cut this out and try to line up the die, there's just certain petals that they're turning that way. That's my key for this die. It seems like those are the ones that make it easy for me. That's just a little tip there. So now we want to do our coloring with the pastels. So I'm using this darker yellow, and I know a lot of people do a lot of different methods. Again, I'm not an art person, so I do the easy way. So I'm just going to color this in, just go all around, and I don't care too much if it goes out a little bit. I think it gives it actually a nice look. And I'm just going to go all the way around and color in the whole flower. Get those leaves there. Okay, and then I will take a dauber, and I'm just going to go all the way around, and you'll see there's chalk, and it's okay. Just pick it up. I'm going to throw the sheet away when we're done. So I just like to go over it again. And then I'm going to use the orange, or the Poppy Parade. It looks orange to me. And I'll do the inside. And again, I'm just coloring it, getting some chalk everywhere. Use a dauber and go around. And it's okay if it goes into the yellow. I think that's how they would look in nature. And I'm just going to pick it up and get that excess off. Now in the end, I'm going to use a paper tissue just to wipe it. You don't have to spray anything on this. It won't be too chalky if you wipe it with a tissue. So now let's do some of the green. This is the Granny Apple green. And we'll just do these leaves. And I liked it with the green, the dark green ink. And then we'll take another dauber. I think I used the wrong dauber on some of them. I don't have a green color. And I'm just rubbing it in. I don't know if this is the right way to use this, but works for me. So we have those, and now we'll do the smaller ones. And see, there's this little gap, but that's okay. I'm just gonna color it in. It will all look fine. I don't want to get the leaves with the yellow. And you don't have to be precise with this. Just let it just go wherever you want it to. And then we'll use this dauber and just go right around. And I'm just kind of doing it in a circle. You could pat it or however you want to do it, but I like the circular motion. Pick it up. Then we'll do the insides with the Poppy Parade. And then there's some leaves. And there's the two greens, but I like the Granny Apple green. I like the lighter color. And we'll use this one. Very soft looking. And then we'll do these leaves. And what am I doing for the leaves? They all look orange to me. I think I want this one a little darker. You art people are probably laughing at me because this is probably not the way you use these, but I like to kind of play with it on my own. I tried a few different things, and I kind of like this way. It's easy. I'm about easy, so let's do this one. I'll speed it up. So I'm doing the same exact thing. This is the inside of the card. And I didn't even do a leaf on the inside. I think that's fine without the leaf. So this I am going to throw away. because it is kind of messy and I don't want to get chalk everywhere. So, and you'll see it's over here. I'll just wipe that up. I'll rinse those off in my sink, and let's put this away. So I love this little case it comes in, and this I will fold up and throw right in the garbage. So now I'll take a tissue and I'm just going to go over it just to take any fine dust or powder or whatever you want to call it, and it makes it pretty clean, and I think over time it will just set and it won't be too chalky. So I'm just gonna wipe my area here. I'll clean it good later. But isn't that pretty? So now we want to get our sentiment, and again the sentiment is from the Sunny Sentiments. I don't have anything on the inside, and I'll do that in the Early Espresso, or Soft Suede, sorry. The paper is Early Espresso, but the ink is Soft Suede. I wanted it to be a little bit softer, and I didn't really like how the Soft Suede looked as the card base, so you just mix them up, mix and match. We'll just stamp this down, hope for the best after all this work, right? Phew. Sometimes you're like, oh, I should have stamped it first, but that worked out okay. So now we want to put this on the card. I will use my Stamp and Seal and put it on the card base. You can use whatever adhesive you like. Sometimes this just gives me a hard time. Sometimes it works great, and sometimes it gives me a hard time. So see, it's not smearing or anything like that. Okay, and let's put the inside in, and then I just put a little genial gem on it just to finish it off. I love sunflowers, and this is a perfect time of year for them, right? They should be fields of them out there right now. So this is the card. Let's get the genial gem. I'm almost out of these, and I did a large one, and this is the, I forget what colors these are. I'll have to look. It's a green and like a yellowish color, but they're really pretty because they have all little glitter, pieces of glitter in them. So these are the cards, and I hope you give the pastels a try. I was a little bit, nervous about it because I've never used anything like that, and I really like how it came out. So thanks for joining, and come back again next time. Have a good day. Bye.